where the Potomac Panthers are taking on the Episcopal Maroon. The Potomac is clean now, but the Maroon are looking to dirty their season.
Welcome back to Episcopal High School in the Humble Bowl.
Rocky Bryant here, live on Gamecock Wrestling Cage.
I'm ready for this game. Oh,
Great
shot,
shot.
scores!
Here it goes up, puts it down. He's going for the win. That kid is not getting up.
Wow. Takes it almost 60 yards. Oh, man.
Wow. Oh, what a shot that shot there.
She is really a dominant player. To Winnie, another goal. Another great one from Winnie Hughes.
Swing and a miss, strike and a miss, swing and a miss.
She's going to put a shot up over the head, and she scores! Puts the soccer team on top in the second period of overtime. Back it over to him. Goal! The kid does it. The Maroon getting really fired up. And get fired too, Charles. We're going to need this. We need this energy today.
The Episcopal High School Maroon. Would you please rise for the playing of our national anthem as sung by the Episcopal High School Choir?
What's up, everyone? Welcome back. That was a great anthem from the Episcopal High School Choir. We're here today to watch the Maroon take on the Panthers, and it's looking like a beautiful day. I'd say the weather's about 78 degrees. Julia, what do you think about this game today?
You know, this is a matchup where Episcopal enters with recent head-to-head control, including a 14-5 playoff win in 2025. Potomac is competitive and capable offensively, but I think Episcopal comes in with a clear identity and a focused plan to control this game.
Love the analysis there from Julia. The Maroon have gone 2-1 in their last 3 games with a dominant 19-3 win over Flint Hill and a 19-6 win over BCP coming all the way from California. But their one loss was a 12-4 loss against Georgetown Prep. But it was a hard-fought game, and I think the Maroon learned some great lessons, and they're ready to take them into today. Julia, what can you see here from the lineups going on?
I think that this is a really powerful lineup. I feel like this game, I can tell, is going to be a really tight game. But I feel like comparing Episcopal players to the Potomac players, I think we're coming in stronger.
Number 1, Caden Demery.
I agree. I'd say there's definitely a size and numbers advantage for the Maroon here today, especially on defense.
I really think Episcopal's preparing to control tempo and dictate possession. I think that's their biggest thing.
Face-off taken there by Hudson Owens. Potomac will win it there. Shot off immediately. Goal. Goal straight off the bat for Potomac. That was number 7, Logan Winters, the senior, starting it off strong.
Potomac goals scored by
With the Potomac parents getting fired up there. Looks like some grandparents as well. Whole families here to watch the Panthers play.
53 seconds of the first quarter.
See about another face-off here from Hudson Owens. He had to face off against a Army commit during the Georgetown Prep game last week, and he proved to do great.
Face-off violation, Potomac.
Giving it to Jack Jester here, the senior captain. And we'll give it out to Chase on the wing. Watch Episcopal try to create some offense here. I'd say a big thing for them is slowing it down and creating good opportunities rather than just taking the one right in front of you. And Julia and I saw them working on that during practice yesterday. They were focused on really executing their plays properly and not just taking what's right in front of you. Defensively, I'd say they're focused on tight man coverage and limiting easy looks. The overall goal is to force Potomac to play at their pace. Gus Taylor there with the shot, trying to hit the top right corner. That was stick side away. Julia, what do you see so far?
I think they are coming in not as prepared as we expected, but I do see that the practice of defense, I actually don't think that they're really executing that right now. It might take them a good minute to really get into that.
I agree, and the Panthers are definitely eager here, looking to create a good upset. This would be a major win for the Panthers, as Episcopal is currently ranked number 4 in the state. While Potomac might not be in Virginia, still would be a big win for them and would definitely improve their season. Number 9 attempting a dodge here on Edward Grasty. That normally doesn't end well. Edward is the top defender for the Maroon. He was one-on-one with 5-star Princeton commit Noah Hahn against Georgetown Prep and only allowed, I think, 1 or 2 goals from him, so that was impressive. And I'm always impressed with Edward on and off the field. Grant Lawton here playing some tight man. Getting a little check. Oh, goal there with the bouncer. That's number 21, Alrez Ahmed, the senior. Great goal there from him, showing off the shiftiness and the control. Great accuracy there as well, going in between the legs of Episcopal goalie Liam Brown. Seems like the Maroon have had quite the shock here after a busy Monday schedule today.
Yeah, honestly, I can't blame them. Today was rough.
I agree, Julia. I mean,
no breaks.
No lunch break.
30-minute lunch.
Correct. It was definitely a struggle for all of us here. You can see that there, and Jack Jester having a little trouble picking up the ball, giving it to sophomore Grant Lawton up the right side. He'll give it off to Chase. Looking to create some offense there from Grant Lawton as well. Maybe some pole goal. We had a few of those in the game on Friday, I believe, with Berto Bloodworth and Edward both scoring a pole goal. Got some great clips from that. Nate Tenzer running in here, giving it down to Colton at the X. Colton will come up, shot. Tenzer will chase there. Julia, who do you think is winning right now based on uniform?
I really like the Episcopal uniform, but I'm also glad that they went with the white on white. Because last game, or 2 games ago, they decided to try up white on black. And I just feel like it didn't feel the same.
Totally. I think if you're going to choose one color, you have to stick with it. Same sentiment for football. Close opportunity there for Colton. He'll decide not to take it. Chase here, trying to dodge. Giving it up to Tenzer on top. Watch out for some big hits from Nate Tenzer today. He's quite the bull. Gavin Lewis spinning around the Providence commit. He'll get the ball taken from him there down in the middle. He went into the China shop, and trust me, he got the horns. See if the Panthers can clear here, and they'll give it back to Nate Tenzer. Great leadership there from him. Nate Tenzer's also a captain. Shot there from Gavin Lewis, wide right. Also noticing a big difference in the decibel level from each bench. Episcopal starting to get a little rowdy here, but definitely so far I've only been hearing the Panthers get loud, which is definitely a huge deal in lacrosse. Need your bench to be rowdy. That's Steven there, the new junior down low. He is the second face-off guy with Pierce Paracchini behind him. Recently started taking face-offs, and let me tell you, he is quite the prospect. Julia, what do you think about Pierce Paracchini's recent faceoffs?
I mean, I'm really excited to see him on the field. I feel like he's a very determined player, and I think he's a great aspect to the team. New, but I think he's great.
Very gritty. 2-year JV player before this. Giving us number 21 up top. See if he can get a second here. Dive down. Not going to work on Grant Lawton, though. He'll have to look for someone to pass it off to. Edward getting out. Oh, and number 9 will lose the ball there. Picked up by Steven.
Steven has had an amazing season. I mean, I hear his name all the time.
And he'll pass it down there to Gavin Lewis, who'll miss wide right again. Might need to adjust his shooting strings.
You know, after the practice we watched, I thought that there would be a clear emphasis on ball movement and patience rather than rush shots, but I don't think that's what we're seeing right now, and I don't know whether everyone's antsy or trying to get their energy out, but I definitely think they should try a different approach.
Owen Heskey here, back from injury. He suffered a nerve injury in his leg, I believe. Also, we have his brother, Ben Heskey. The shot saved there from Colton Maddox, interrupting my little monologue. Sorry about that. We have his brother, Ben Heskey, here, who produces some great video edits for the likes of Oregon football and Princeton lacrosse. So I will be excited to watch that later this week after he produces that. Oh, they'll go for a full field goal, but not fast enough for Liam Brown there. Some refer to him as Big Red. He is quite the force. That is Big Red because he is all over the goal. You're not going to let it in on him, and he's only a sophomore, but he's had quite the season.
I mean, his season has been incredibly impressive. I mean, he's had some games where not one ball has gone in, and there's probably been like 20 shots on him.
Totally, Julia. Great insight there. Julia, what do you think, Episcopal? You were offering a little bit of sentiment there about what the Maroon need to do on offense, but give me a little more insight here.
You know, I feel like offensively, they're missing a lot of the team. They need to understand there's no me in team.
Right.
I in team.
I in team, definitely. There is an M and an E in team.
I just think they need to slow it down. They have the skill, they have the stick work, and...
Goal there from Gus Taylor, the sophomore leader. He might be a youngin', but he is quite the player. One of the, I think probably the third in offensive production right now for the Maroon, but in terms of shot percentage and goals made, I'd say he's number 1.
I mean, and he just showed that perfectly. He had an open shot, he didn't rush it, he was looking around to pass, but he took advantage of the opportunity he had. And I think that's what each player should be doing. However, I don't think they are right now.
I agree. I mean, 1 shot, 1 goal. That's all you need.
He really has the lacrosse IQ and the skill.
Hudson getting the face-off here. We have our director, Margie, cheering for him.
I mean, shout out to Hudson. He has also had an amazing season.
Gavin bringing it around down low. Looks like he'll be getting doubled for a second there as the Maroon will make some substitutions. We have Mason Maher and Nate Tenzer coming on. Gavin looking for an outlet. He'll give it to Tenzer up top. We also have Gus Taylor coming on here as well. Like to see them get Chase Bazant involved, the Utah lacrosse commit. Gus with another shot. He'll miss it a little wide left there, but no worry. Colton with the chase. They are best friends on and off the field. Seeing the connection at work here.
I'm starting to see more cutting from the offensive line, which looks good.
I agree, but I think major emphasis is they need to be doing it with intention. It seems as though
Agreed.
They're just cutting to produce the image that they are cutting more so than trying to actually get open or to get the guy with the ball open. Ball went out of bounds there, but that'll still remain white ball. Gus Taylor taking it out. Give it to Tenzer, dodging in. Give it to Colton at the X. Gus. Shot!
Ooh.
And he'll make it.
Amazing shot from Gus.
2 for 3 already. Evening up the score. What would they do without Gus Taylor?
School goal scored by number 25, Gus Taylor. Off an assist from number 21, Colton Maddox. Time of the goal, 5 minutes and 4 seconds of the first quarter.
2-2 here now in the bowl. One of the Episcopal mottos is hashtag protect the bowl. Seems like they're doing everything they can to do that here. Hudson here on the face-off again. Jester on the wing. And I believe Drew Vercher on the other side. Yes, Drew Vercher. Gave up football to focus on lacrosse, and let me tell you, it was a good decision. He is committed to Hamilton College to play lacrosse. I'm excited for him and his future. We have Brody Hoff coming on here. He's a rising star. Owen. Ooh, right off the top bar. That would have been tough. He'll definitely be looking to get
How long was Owen out for?
You know, Julie, I believe he was out for around 2 to 3 weeks.
Glad to have him back.
Glad to have him back as well. I think he was injured during the Bullis game, I do declare. So maybe just more so around 2 weeks.
Chase Pajant now has the ball.
Down low, looking to create some offense, pointing and guiding his teammates around. Owen trying to give the pick there. Didn't really work. Ooh.
It just feels like some of the players aren't cutting to have an open look for someone, or a teammate just feels like they're trying to find when the best option for them to shoot is rather than let me help my teammate.
I totally agree. I think there's a big self-emphasis going on that is a big problem for any sports team.
I do think we have this game in the bag. I just think we're having a slow start. But I think it's because Episcopal was told to kind of have a slower, more controlled start to the game and really focus on possession, but I think they don't really know how to do that right now with either if it's an energy level or they were startled by the goal being scored within the first minute. So maybe they're just not sure how to keep it controlled but also get some goals in.
Great point. And I'd also say I think they're not very weary of not highly ranked opponents after their last 2 games against I'd say medium-level opponents, with all due respect, were absolute blowouts versus Georgetown Prep, a highly ranked highly ranked opponent. They suffered an 8-point loss, so I would say they're in a little bit of a lull when it comes to...
I mean, they have the skill. They're all amazing players, and everyone's on the team for a reason. I just think they need to really have that confidence right now during this game and just take a minute and just pass it around and figure out what the best options are, because they can do that, and they do have this game. This is their game.
Definitely. Julia and I are the number 1 and number 2 Episcopal lacrosse fans. If there were no more lacrosse fans on earth, Julia and I would be dead.
You know, I know you got that from TikTok, because that actually is a TikTok trend.
I did not get that from TikTok. I do not have TikTok. Everyone,
you don't?
No, I don't have TikTok.
Huh.
It is one of
Instagram Reels?
my Instagram Reels is where I go on. So I will admit I got that from Instagram Reels, but
it's really impressive, actually.
Thank you. I'm proud of it.
Welcome.
Proud of it.
Do you want to look at our...
Taj here having some strict defense on number 6, Landon Phelps, the senior. Taj is one of the better D-middies I've seen play. Not that I've seen very many, but he is excellent. We just had a major windstorm come through the broadcasting booth here. My fellow commentator Julia had to go chasing after our team rosters. That shows you our dedication to the game. We love the game, and we'll do everything, we'll sacrifice everything in order to get you the best commentary and broadcast. Looks like they're maybe making a play here for Nate Tenzer, looking for his first goal of the game. And look for the strict defense there, though, by number 25, almost making him take a trip to the ground. Ooh, tough goal there from Nate Tenzer, going bar down. Love to see it from Tenzer.
Nate is a tough player. I feel like he can push through anything.
I agree, and I mean, that shows you it right there. When he looked defeated, he never was, and he kept running straight to the goal and had an amazing shot, very impressive, and that'll give the Episcopal lead.
You know what I think? I think that Potomac probably won't be able to score if the goal is not immediate and catching Episcopal off their game. I think the literal only way they'll score is by that. But once Episcopal has like a moment to get them stuck, there's no way they're going to score, and that's going to become a turnover.
I agree. The Panthers definitely need a fast break in order to get their best opportunity.
They need more luck.
I agree, but they definitely contain skill as well.
Yeah.
And then so they just won the face-off. Just won the face-off there from Hudson Owens against Hudson Owens. We'll be giving it to number 55 up top. Unique lacrosse number there. Taj getting some good defense in there. Edward. I like the lime green head on number 9 stick here. It's quite the choice. You know, I actually, back in my JV lacrosse days, I had a cream-colored lacrosse head. Worked quite well for me. I had 2 goals last year, and I played defense, so, I mean, what does that tell you? But enough about myself. Grant Lawton playing some great defense here. Shutting him down, not letting him get inside. Marshall Ebel, number 8 there on the top right wing. He has played a big role this season, especially compared to last year.
I mean, I'm sorry, Brady, but that defense was an amazing representation of Episcopal boys varsity lacrosse. I just really wanted to highlight that.
That's all
right
you
there.
need to say.
And that actually was a perfect example of what I said prior to the ball getting over there, was that Potomac really can't score unless it's a fast break.
Fans at home, Julia is trying to tell you, I told you so. And I would say she absolutely did a perfect analysis, and that is exactly what the Maroon need to do in order to shut down the Panthers on defense. And I'd say at this point in the game, Episcopal has woken up to the Panthers' threat that they posed. You know, they kind of came in here shadowed in the jungle, as Panthers normally do, and pounced upon the Maroon.
I just want to apologize for some of Brady's analogies right now.
I think they're excellent.
Just going forth, expect a few more of those.
Definitely. I'd not a few more, definitely a lot more. Colton getting a big hit there from number 23. That won't be allowed.
He has not gotten up yet, and he's laying.
Looks like he'll get up now, though. He is tough, let me tell you. He's a member. Never mind, he's still down on the ground. It looks like he'll need some attention there.
That looked incredibly painful, and he can't move.
Got our trainer, Miss Kelly, running on the field here. But let me tell you, he is a member of the Maddox family, and they are the toughest.
I mean, that family, amazing family.
Amazing family.
They're great.
Colton's 2 cousins, Steele and Hank, both on the SMU club lacrosse team. Excellent players there. Love to see it from them. Love whenever one of their clips pops up on my feed. Always entertaining with the brother-to-brother connection. They're actually twins. And there's also a Maddox family connection on this team with Colton and Hedges, though that is a cousin connection. No, it's Gus. Gus Taylor coming to check on Colton. Quality friend there.
I mean, what can't Gus do? He's really a team player.
I mean, he's just the best.
He's got the skill, the personality,
the looks,
the love. I mean, what an amazing player and add to this team. Just a ray of sunshine.
Definitely a great addition to the Maroon. Definitely holds them together. Maybe what you would refer to as the glue guy.
I also have to say, Panthers being a mascot, I feel like is really tough, actually.
Very cool, for sure, especially coming from a place of our mascot being the Maroon, which I've gone here for.
Which, let me just clarify, is actually just the color.
It's just a color, and I have gone here for 3 years, and I still don't know what it means, but it does look cool on our uniforms.
Or it's like high school. I mean, high school.
Yeah, high school, right?
It's
which
just
is
a photo of a high school. It's
right,
like our
also
logo.
generic, unfortunately. But we are the high school.
Yeah, I actually like that. We are the high school.
Right. Similar to the Ohio State University, if that rings a bell for anyone at home. We are the high school.
We are the high school.
We're the high school. Getting some good defense there from Steven against a long pole, trying to get tricky.
Ooh.
That's Tyson there diving on the ground.
And he's back up.
He's right back up, and he has some wrap around his knee, but it
I
doesn't.
don't know why I've never seen Steven until this season. He is an incredible player.
Well, that is because he is new this year.
Oh.
Yes.
That would make so much sense.
Make a lot of sense.
I mean, he's all over the field. I've never seen him tired ever. I don't know how he does it.
No, he's not at all. Not at all. Ooh, Tyson looking for a little goal there from Tyson. Love to see it, and he is quite the athlete. He had 2 interceptions, I believe, during football season, and he's had several goals this year in the lacrosse season so far, and he doesn't even play offense. Sometimes he mainly plays D-midi, but sometimes he even plays long pole, and that just shows you his dedication to the sport.
Yeah, he also really takes advantage of his opportunities. The one time he really has the ball in that area, he makes a goal.
And when they save it at first, he gets the ball right back and shoots it again. Goes exactly where the goalie doesn't want him to be. Love to see it there from Tyson. That's my guy. Edward here, man up against number 9. Seems the Maroon are playing man now.
Ball's in number 21, Potomac, one of the key players that we've jotted down.
Definitely was mentioned in the scouting report, and for good reason. Already had 1 goal so far here today. He had it's had 50% of their goals. Look at that math. Jester here playing some defense against number 55. See what he can do. He'll pass it off there to number 9, which is definitely a worse defensive matchup. You do not want to be one-on-one with Eddie. I'm just going to go ahead and put in a guess that if number 9 tries to dodge on Eddie again, he will not have the ball for long. Taj. He has maybe the strongest forearms in the IAC.
100%. I mean, he's amazing.
Consensus here in the broadcast booth about Taj's forearms. Edward forcing the errant pass there, which is picked up by Drew Vercher, and he'll look to take it all the way. Wow, he looks like Turbo the Snail running down the field. Gavin's shot, that'll be saved. That's Gavin's 4th shot of the day. No success yet so far, but I'm sure he'll get one at least. Minimum.
You know, I really hope Episcopal can stay consistent, and I feel like that's also kind of a weak spot for us, is that we don't play 100% every single quarter of the game, but I'm feeling kind of good. I feel like everyone's energy is really high right now. 15-minute classes, 30-minute lunch, seated lunch with our advisories. I actually would hope that they would have as much energy as they do.
I would say the only part that rejuvenated me was my lunch period, as I had some excellent pesto pasta, and
that was good.
And I had 2 chocolate chip cookies, though unfortunately they ran out, and I could not have a third.
Who's your advisor?
Captain Eldred.
That's a good one.
Who is your advisor, Julia?
Miss Wong.
Miss Wong. I love Miss Wong.
I'm lucky.
Sounds like we both.
And that's
Every
good.
advisor is a great advisor here.
It's a penalty on Episcopal.
Yes, remain blue ball there.
I think that they have been doing a good job of staying matched up, which was what they really practiced in practice yesterday. However,
Shot
they did
there.
just get a goal on them.
That's Arez Ahmed with his 2nd goal of the day. Love to see it from him. And I'll also say that speaks to Julia and I's quality of research, as we knew that he would be a star in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Might need to hire us as the defensive coordinator. Just kidding. Mr. Blunt is the best in the game. I have been coached by him a few times. And my friends are in his history class, and they say he is the best history teacher they've ever had. He also has 2 very cute dogs.
Who, Mr. Blunt?
Yes, correct.
Oh, I had him. Amazing. That was probably my peak, that class with him. He's an amazing coach, an amazing teacher, an amazing guy. And his wife, Mrs. Blunt, my coach Blunt, for field hockey was also amazing. So.
Are you familiar with his 2 cute dogs, though?
I'm actually not, but I am familiar with his daughter. Haven't really gotten to get to know his newborn, but not really.
Correct.
Harper. But I do know my girl, Izzy. Hold on, sorry, I'm trying to look this up.
Jack Knutson here coming on the field. Senior. Colton back in the game. Can't keep him down for long. Love to see it. Glad that he's okay. As a friend and fan of his. See what the Maroon here could do on offense to answer from the goal there. 23 with a little cheap shot there. Colton. Woo, bang! Gavin Lewis going low to low. And that'll go directly through number 1, Caden Demeroy's legs, the goalie. He'll tap his chest after that, signaling my bad.
24 seconds of the second quarter.
5-3 here with 7 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Marshall Ebel here on the wing, switching up a little bit, giving Drew Vercher a little bit of a rest after his NASCAR-like moment, driving directly up the field with force and intention. Hudson Owens here on the face-off, and he'll win it. Glad I didn't speak too soon there. He'll dish it off to Jester, his friend and lacrosse associate. Tenzer coming on the field here. Ooh, Heskey, that was a close shot there.
And he got that ball back, an amazing rebound.
That was impressive.
Do they use the word rebound in lacrosse?
I think they do, Julie. That would sound proper to me. You know, Owen's definitely eager with his brother here to make a video, so definitely be looking for some good shots from him. But, you know, he also has to be careful coming back from injury. You don't want to get too excited and end up back in crutches. So definitely look for him to be careful. I'm rooting for him to have a smooth recovery. Looks like he's already has recovered pretty much, but I'm glad about that. We need him on the team, and we need him just healthy in general. Potomac coach signaling that we need JR ready. I think that's JR as in Jonathan Reagan, number 19. That was just some inference, though. Don't quote me. Gavin with it on the far side. Giving it to Gus Taylor up top. They'll slow it down a little bit. Let number 3, Mason Maher, come on the field. Oh, drop there from Mason. Gus giving him some signals. Gus really is a leader. I mean, I don't want to do too much complimenting him, but I must say, even just from watching the games, you can tell the impact he has on his team, and definitely will look for him to be a captain his senior year, maybe even next year, his junior year. Almost had Edward Grasty be a captain this year, the junior, but seniors are definitely more important. It's their last year.
Nate Tenzer just got the ball back.
Good to hear from Julia. I thought she had gone silent.
Ooh. A battle between number 4 and number 10, Nate Tenzer. And it is going to be Episcopal ball.
Good to see there. Tenzer getting the ball. No penalties yet this game, which has also been a big emphasis for the Maroon.
That's the Maroons' first.
They've implemented a rule for every penalty they have to run, which is a good system, similar to what we did in football.
He said wants us to have more insight on the other players. So this is what it wrote for like all the players of the other team, not our team. Are you okay?
So far, with providing some insight here on.
You know, I just wanted to kind of highlight number 21 for Potomac. I really think you should keep an eye on him between the lines. He's really a guy who can initiate from up top, win a step, and force that first slide. I mean, he's a really strong player, and I think he kind of controls the tempo on the offensive side.
That is Arez Ahmed we are talking about, with 2 goals so far already in this game. That's 66% of Potomac's goals, so definitely playing a big role here.
And number 7, Logan Winters, is also playing an insane role, as he was the one who scored the goal within the first, I want to say, like 20 seconds after he won the draw. He isn't just trying to win the draw. He can turn wins into offense. So
that was definitely very impressive as well. Love to see that. Definitely more entertaining for the entire sports media team when both sides are doing well. Would way rather watch a close game than a blowout. Colton here looking back in good form. Nothing can keep him down. Giving it to Chase here outside on the wing. Back up to Jester. Knutson involved here. He'll get it. Good catch there with a little low pass.
Look at this bug.
There is a...
What type of bug is that?
That is a leaf bug, I do declare. I think they're meant to look like leaves. We have a report. We have a leaf bug on Julia here in the broadcasting booth. She is okay, though. Don't worry. She's okay. Shot there from number 23, I do believe that was, with the long pole. Could be the reason why the bouncer went over the net there. Definitely harder to get good control with the long pole. Extra 3 feet of stick. Big difference. Grant here giving some good defense there. I'll give it to Taj up top for him to provide some good defense, forcing number 6 to pass there. Jester running on here. Episcopal playing man down just then, unnecessarily. There you have Grant Lawton down here in the corner. Suffered a water balloon to the face yesterday, Grant did, but he is okay now and looks like he has recovered. Bet he wish he had his lacrosse helmet on for that. I think Gavin here with the ball up top. Drew Virtual run off so that they can let an offensive midi get on the field, which will be Gus Taylor. Giving it to Chase there. Give it down to Colton. Colton will go in and score! Great shot there from Colton. Giving the goalie a little deception there. Looked like he was going to shoot it on the right side. Pivoted to the left, and the goalie didn't have enough time to react. Especially love that from Colton after they attempted to injure him, but that won't work. It takes a lot more to take a man like that down. I think you would need a train. Don't you agree, Julia?
Completely agree. That was an amazing shot from Colton and a hard one to save. However, I do have to say, Demery, the goalie, he's a big stabilizer. Apparently, he's a vocal organizer who comes in defense.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Julia, but great goal there from Hudson Owens as he wins the faceoff, and he'll take it all the way, shooting top right corner. Took Caden Demry there by surprise, the very person you were talking about. A little bit of irony going on here in the broadcast booth. Great shot there from Caden.
Yeah, that was an amazing play from Hudson.
Love to see it there from Hudson, and he is a fierce competitor.
And he really has the skill. Like, he's an amazing player.
I saw him imbibing some of his wisdom on Pierce yesterday, the newly appointed face-off genius.
Face-off violation, Potomac.
I mean, Hudson plays all the way through. Like, he does not stop.
And when he does need a little bit of a rest, Steven is right there to provide some rest and relaxation for him.
They really are a great duo, even if they're not there at the same time.
Great duo, and when both of them need some rest, Pierce is right there to step up. So, that, I mean, what is that? That tells you everything you need to know.
You really do love Pierce. I mean, who doesn't?
I mean, Pierce is really the best guy on earth. Except...
Oh, are we about to hear a negative?
We're not going to hear a negative, but, you know, I'd say the only unfortunate thing about Pierce is he is not a fan of Brawl Stars. When Jackie P and I are playing Brawl Stars, which is a popular 3v3 / battle royale video game that you can play on your phone, no ad.
Should we get back to the game, or do you want to?
No, they're still they're still breaking. So
okay, yeah.
Brawl Stars is a very important part of my life. Probably spend about 3 hours per day on it. I'm currently Mythic 2. Very big deal if you're unfamiliar. Mythic 2 is quite hard to reach. Almost got to Mythic 3 this season, but time was cut short. All right, now we'll be back to the game.
Have you ever thought of having a podcast? I feel like that's kind of how you're treating this. An amazing... Ooh.
Hudson trying to dish it off there to Colton down low.
Great draw, though, from Hudson Owens.
You know,
He's had a great game.
Julia's negative comments about my podcast type narrative will not keep my broadcasting down.
I don't want it to. I'm just thinking you have the potential for it. Have you ever thought of it?
Listen, I know that I could start a podcast and it would get millions of views, but
so I do want to remind you this is a lacrosse game.
Exactly.
That's
what you're right, of course, and that's what I keep.
Just glad we're on the same
that's
page
what I keep first in my mind. That's in the.
And back to the game. The ball is at number 9. And is now passed to number 21, one of our star players that we've highlighted multiple times.
That's Arez Ahmed. He'll look for the shot there, but that's not going to go on Grant. Ooh, great save there by Liam using the neck of his head. Love to see it there from Liam Brown. Nothing can keep him down. He's the man on and off the field. Drew Virch going for the goal. What a goal there from Drew Virch. That was excellent with the bouncer. He will not be denied. Love to see it there from Drew Virch. What a goal.
How do you even do that with a long pole? I really don't understand. That is skill and practice and Drew Vircher.
That's just being able to handle the stick like no one else can, and you know, keeping it in a way where no one can get to the ball. And that's really the most important part of being on offense in lacrosse, is making sure that no one can – it's not about whether or not they can hit your stick, but whether or not they can hit your stick in order to affect your carrying of the ball.
100%.
Or as some would say, your cradling, to use a technical term.
Something really great about this team is that they really can play every position. Every player can play every position because they practice it and they work on it so often. But I will have to say, this is not a diss. I think number 1 for Potomac, goalie, has done an amazing job. But I'm not really seeing the stabilizer, brick wall vibe that I'm reading about. But I wonder if maybe there's just a weird thing going on right now.
I'm also wondering if maybe number 1 is one of the more popular numbers for a lacrosse goalie, as we're seeing both sides starting goalie wearing number 1 today. So that could be...
I mean, I'd be number 1 if I was a goalie.
Well, may I offer a rebuttal? I would say I would be number 0 because I would want to let in 0 goals.
You give off 0, and I think I give off 1 because I'm number 1.
Oh, you're number 1 and I'm number 0. Okay, thank you, Julia. She is always supporting me. We have a lot of stats here in the booth. We have Gavin Lewis for 5 shots, 2 goals, 7 shots total. Hudson with a breakaway here. He'll shoot. That'll go bar down. Not enough to get in the goal there, though. as number 12 running away with it, Luke Swigart. He'll be met down low by Taj, who will shove him away from being in scoring position. Giving it back out there to Arez Ahmed. He's really the heart of the Potomac offense here. Met down low there by Carson Cowburn. Woo! Behind the back from number 21.
I mean, when do we not hear his number being talked about? He is an amazing player.
You know, I accidentally just got hyped up for the other team because that was so cool. That was really, that was excellent, I must say.
I mean, let me just read the information that I got from online about him. I kind of tried copying it as though it was my own information, but rightly initiator who can beat matchups in 4 slides.
I think
plays
righty
with eyes
initiator.
up and vision in 6v6.
Righty initiator.
Keep your eye. Actually, I had read that, so it kind of defeats the purpose of me reading it, but.
Okay, and we'll now go to my voiceover of the Ultimate Frisbee game last week against the Alexandria City Titans. You'll want to hang on every word as they have meaning and they have impact. And the Ultimate Frisbee team captured a dominant W to secure their control of Alexandria Ultimate Frisbee scene. We'll go to it now. Thank you, everyone. We'll see.
On Thursday, Ultimate Frisbee faced off against crosstown rival Alexandria City, and let me tell you, the Titans proved to be a tough opponent. Beautiful toss here from Caleb Potson to William McCollum, who dishes to Will Versaghi for the first score of the game. Moments later, James Henry with the helper and Versaghi again in the right place at the right time. Look at this effort here by Willow Castle. No points there though, but plenty more plays coming from him. Watch out. The newcomer, A.B. Brains, grabs a pass from Versaghi for the goal. Still in the first half here, Versaghi toss, McCollum, go get it, son! Sweet grab for the score. And then O'Castle with the swat, picks it up and makes a long toss to McCollum, who executes a textbook give and go with Versaghi. Here, Versaghi finds Potson, who prevents Amy from getting her second goal of the half. Quick dink here on the turnover, and James Henry finds Reed Beal, number 23, balling out there like Jordan. Another great throw by O'Castle to McCollum, and Beal has another. Maroon up 8-6 at halftime. Second half, Brain again, snags a goal. Sweet toss from Versaghi to Gavin Tibor. Another long toss here from O'Castle, and it looks like cherry picking is totally cool in Ultimate as McCollum tosses to Caleb Potson, number 21, for the layup. More scoring. Beal, great adjustment to the disc on the run, grabs a pass from McCollum. Here, Versaghi finds O'Castle, and we're 1 point away from the win. Then O'Castle decides it's time to go home with this magical toss to Versaghi, who dishes to McCollum for the win!
I'm here with senior captains William McCollum and Amy Brain. William, how do you say that you were able to get so many deep catches down the field today?
Recognizing when it's our turn with the disc and they're still looking to go on offense. If you just go, they'll get it to you and you got it deep.
Coach Roth, what was the key to victory today for the Maroon?
I would say some great play from our experienced veteran handlers of Will Versaghi, Captain Will O'Castle. Some really nice deep play. The other captain, Will McCollum, had some great catches downfield. Big throws really opened things up. Awesome play from some of our newer players. Amy Brain and Maya Roddy come to mind as like two players who had big mismatches and were able to make great completions downfield.
What do you say is the key to your lockdown defense?
I think the key is just reading your opponent and kind of recognizing where they might be moving and rolling with it.
It was, a big step for us. We have probably the highlight of our season coming up during family weekend. That's the Fairfax Invitational Tournament. It's our one chance at winning a trophy this year. We'll see AC again in that tournament, and they weren't at full strength today, but we weren't either. So they're going to have another shot at us, and we got to be ready for that.
So what would you guys like everyone to know about Ultimate Frisbee as a sport in general, and also as your team specifically?
It's a lot more fast-paced and a lot more action than someone might expect out of a game with a frisbee.
Yeah, and I think also that the game as a whole has a really great culture, and it's kind of a little bit underground, and it's really fun if you come out and watch.
Great win today. Come watch Ultimate perform again Friday, family weekend. Brady Hopkins, over and out.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second half of this show-off between the Maroon and the Potomac Panthers, where the score is 9-4 heading into the third quarter. It's been a great game so far, and we're looking for even more entertaining second half. Julia, what are you looking for here from both teams in the second half?
I'm looking for a more settled and thoroughly thought through offensive game. I'm looking for more plays being run, and yeah, just more control, and I'm looking for consistency in the next 2 quarters.
Love the analysis there from Julia. She's doing a great job so far here in the booth. And we'll look to Hudson Owens to take the face-off of the Maroon and Logan Winters to take the face-off of the Panthers. We'll see how it goes here, and whoever wins this face-off could dictate. Logan Winters here will win it, looking to drive it all the way down. He'll give it down to number 9. Goal there! Great start for the Panthers, similar to how they started the first quarter with a goal immediately off the face-off. They really come out of the quarter hot.
That was an amazing quick pass. I don't know what numbers it went to, but it went from one to another within 0.2 seconds.
I believe it went from Logan Winters to Arez Ahmed and then to Brooks Forsyth.
You can take really good mental pictures, I've noticed.
Thank you, Julia. Some would say it's photographic.
But that was an extremely skillful play going on by Potomac. And now, back to Logan Winters for the draw.
Carson here playing some defense against Arez Ahmed. 1-on-1, top right corner. Arez will pass it off. Potomac look to move it around a little bit here, see what they can get going on. Edward playing some D. Good check there. Going for the slap. Ooh, and he'll give a rough shoulder there. Love to see it. Edward's really playing some physicality here today, which is what I love to see. Taj here, 1-on-1. Never mind, he'll pass it away. Carson here. Ahmed will dodge on Carson. I'm going to see what he can do here. Good shot there, though. Bouncers have gone so far today, so not surprised to see that there from Ahmed.
I mean, all of the Episcopal-Potomac matchup, I feel like, are all very similar. Like Hudson and Logan on the draw, very similar players, both extremely skillful. Same with 21 and Carson. Great matchup.
Love the insight there from Julia, and she couldn't be more correct. Shot clock violation there for the Panthers.
Shot clock violation.
Amazing defense from Drew Vercher there. Did not end up in a turnover.
Still pretty much a turnover, though, due to the shot clock violation.
He really stalled that ball.
Even with the Panthers screaming with the amount of time remaining on the shot clock, it wasn't enough to prevent the violation there. Chase Bazant with the shot.
Amazing one-handed catch from Chase Bazant.
I'll just go a little wide right there.
Colton is a very good stabilizer. I feel like he just kind of gets everyone settled, gets the offensive line going.
Very level-headed as well, Colton. Nowhere near the mindfulness of Gus Taylor, though. However, he is like a Buddha. I've never seen him get angry. Tenzer here driving in with the shot. That one won't go. Great save there by Demery. Looking for the clear here.
I can't tell if that was supposed to be a play on Nate or if that was just an offensive game, but...
I think maybe that was just Nate taking it for himself a little bit there.
Have they run many plays? I feel like I haven't really seen much from that.
Well, I think a lot of their plays, Julia, are more so to isolate one person.
Yeah.
While the other 4 try to create some picks and distract the defense a little bit. Or maybe try to get an open man. I've seen less plays from Potomac, honestly. A lot more independent play from the likes of Ahmed and Winters.
Number 6, Landon Phelps, is an amazing player and extremely fast. Everything noted about him is quick feet. So, fast player, always moving.
Ahmed Winters is committed, or no, my fault, name mistake there. Logan Winters is committed to Bates College. And number 6, Landon Phelps, is committed to Williams College. So we have 2 commits here on the Potomac starting offense. Long shot there from Ahmed. That one won't go. Wasn't even on the cage.
I mean, I think that was just to get, shot clock's about to be out, so.
Seeing a little bit of an energy drain here from the Panthers players. Looked a little slow running off the field there.
I mean, the Episcopal defense is really making them move, and the offense. So, but Episcopal's energy is up and continuing. I don't see any players really tired or taking a break.
I agree, and the Maroon have struggled a little bit this year with being a second-half team, but I don't see that happening in this game. Seems like they're coming out of the half even stronger. Also, definitely something that Coach Conklin was working on yesterday in practice, as they went from playing half-field water break directly to playing full field. So he was definitely inserting a little bit of stamina in them. Gus Taylor looking to create something here. Like the attempt there from him, but that was good defense by the short stick, number 24, Lance Weimer, pushing him directly as he was attempting to get the shot off. So that worked well for the Panthers defense.
Ball back to Gus. Now to Gavin.
Chase Bazant here. Whoa!
Great goal from Chase.
Top bins there. And the Panthers coach getting a little angry down here on the sideline.
Goal scored by number 7, Chase Bazant.
This is Chase's first goal of the game. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
that's
that
correct.
was an amazing goal from him. Extremely skillful. And also great passing from the Episcopal team. They really kind of slowed that one down.
Good analysis there. We'll see Hudson versus Logan Winters here again. I've had many matchups this game. I'd say Hudson's winning in percentage slightly.
Yes.
Probably due to a few violations from Logan Winters, but Logan Winters will win this one. Pass it down to Brooks Forsyth, as the Panthers will look to get it around a little bit, hope to get someone open, see what happens here.
Yeah, they're really slowing it down right now, passing it around, maybe catching their breath. But I think we need to work on kind of speeding this up, as they have basically hit the shot clock every time this half. Tyson Long is up right now against number 9, Brooks
Forsyth.
It's a good matchup, except Tyson is a strong and stabilized player.
Stabilized, for sure. Good adjectives there from Julia. She may be a senior, but she still knows her membean. Carson here, some one-on-one against number 9. Let's see how that'll go for him. Intercepted there by Marshall Ebel. Carson will run it down. Give it to Chase there on the corner. Try to go low to low. That one will be saved by Demery.
I want to say that was maybe rushed a little bit, but also kind of seemed like he had that open shot.
Well, I think it's a hard balance here for the Maroon, as they're, on one hand, they're trying to slow it down and create good opportunities, but then on the other hand, they're also looking to try to take advantage of the fast breaks that they get. So it's definitely, they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Now that was a good
with that one.
That was a good analogy.
I've noticed this goalie really likes to pass the ball all the way down the field to our goalie, Liam.
Well, I think it's because on the clear, Liam Brown leaves the goal to be an extra defender, and Demery thinks that he can get a full field shot on, but that has not worked, and I don't think it will work, because Liam Brown is aware of his tactics now and is definitely being a little extra careful when it comes to leaving the goal.
Agreed. We just had a failed shot from Gavin Lewis. It hit the post, but it is still Episcopal's possession, and they are now just working it around. And a shot from Chase Bajant, however, that did not go in.
Little high there from Bajant. Love to see Owen Heskey get a goal here, primarily for the purpose of his brother Ben Heskey's edit. And just to watch him get a goal after his return from injury would also be very entertaining. Got some Potomac parents calling for the ward there. Didn't see that myself, but perception is reality, as some say.
That was a shot from Brody Huff.
Huff, I believe.
Yes.
His dad, Mr. Huff, great guy. Got to talk to him a lot during football preseason. He's a great guy. Jester
Great
there with a goal.
Back.
Excellent shot there from Jester. Love to see it. Senior captain. I believe that's his first of the game. Correct me if I'm wrong, though.
Yes,
Julia's got the stat sheet.
First goal of the game, an amazing goal, and an amazing look from...
I believe that was Colton.
Yes, an amazing look from Colton Maddox.
48 seconds of the third quarter.
Great duo. We haven't seen much of Jack this game, but when we do see him, he's doing a great job defensively and offensively.
And I'd say an even better job of motivating his teammates, serving in his position as captain.
Yeah, we have a great leadership board for this team. I mean, each one extremely deserving and makes complete sense.
Good pickup there from Gavin, going BTB to Hudson. Getting a little tricky there from the Providence commit.
I feel like Episcopal's going to start having fun soon. Kind of energy seems high, which the opposite for Potomac. I think they're actually getting more tired, which we highlighted a few minutes ago.
Panthers leading by 6 here the Maroon leading by 6 here with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Heskey dodging here, seeing if he can get top side. It's one of the more important aspects of playing D-Midi is not allowing your man to go top side. Gavin Lewis with
Another
a shot there.
From Gavin.
He saved. Julia will provide you on how many shots he's taken exactly this game so far.
We have 7 shots from Gavin, 2 goals from Gavin.
So I believe that's a 2 for 9 ratio.
Yes.
A lot of people in the Episcopal community taking the SAT tomorrow. Ratios are incredibly important. I will be studying for it tonight myself.
The student section is building up as the Episcopal students are coming to cheer on with this nice weather. I don't blame them.
We had a head of school holiday yesterday, which was very fun, packed with outdoor activities. It was quite a nice day.
Extremely exciting.
And we got to sleep in a little bit, give you some extra time to do your homework. It was lovely.
Definitely necessary. And that was a shot by number 21, but did not go in, but is going to stay in the Potomac possession.
Good take there from the Panthers. Steve in there playing some defense. He's really the Swiss Army knife of the Panthers. He can do it all.
I mean, he isn't a... Goal from number 21. That was an amazing goal. His goal to shot ratio looks really good. This could exactly not be totally right, but I have 4 goals. 1 shot, but I know he's had more shots, but every time he has the ball, he does something great with it.
Love to see it there from Arez Ahmed, and he is definitely the MVP for the Panthers so far.
100%.
I mean, he has 2/3 of the Panther goals, which is a ratio he's maintained for the entire game, which is quite impressive. Though I would say it's mainly because I think he's been the only person to score a goal since the Panthers had 3 points.
Episcopal has gained possession after that draw. Ball is with Jack Jester. And let's see what we do with it. Looks like, I feel like they're going to run a play on Chase, or Chase is just...
Bazant with the ball up top. He'll roll it on the ground there to Gus Taylor. It's a method not seen used enough in lacrosse, I believe. rolling it on the ground and kicking it with your feet is an effective technique. Low to low there from Gus Taylor on the run. That's what you love to see, and he will hang up the phone and then put it right back down for his celebration. That was very stylish.
3 goals on Gus. 1 shot. I mean, he takes advantage.
Totally.
I've also noticed that from Chase. I feel like the last few minutes or this quarter of the game, I think he's kind of rushed shots, but all in all, I think Chase really takes a minute, calms this offensive side, and shoots when he feels his best, and it works in his favor. He's had an amazing season so far.
And, he'll notify with his celebration just then running off the field that he is going crazy, and I would say that that's absolutely correct. Shooting 75% today. It's like Steph Curry numbers.
Balls with Nate Tenzer at the top, and back to Gus.
He might just do it again right now. Never mind, he'll share the love. Gavin Lewis, low to low, bottom left corner. Goal there. Put the Maroon up to 13-6.
That was a good look from Gus to Gavin. Amazing assist from Gus. He's had a few of those this games, I feel like.
And Gus didn't even need to pass it there. He was just being generous, I would say, which that just really shows you he does not only care about himself, he cares about his teammates as well, and that, I think, is what leads to his success.
We now actually have Steven on the draw.
I mean, a few more goals, and I think we'll see Pierce on the draw,
This is going to be exciting.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to tune in for the fourth quarter.
The ball is Potomac's ball.
Do not leave the broadcast. This will be an exciting fourth quarter with all the members of the Maroon that are about to hop on the field, and I'm sure from Potomac as well, if you are supporting the Panthers on this broadcast. Sure to be an exciting fourth quarter.
This is really going to be a test if Episcopal can maintain consistency despite the score of the game. I think that's what they should really be practicing on.
I agree. It's never time to slow down. Great shot there from number 20, Jack Cristinzio.
That is his first goal of the game.
Going over Liam Brown. Love to see it there. That was quite the shot. That'll bring the Episcopal lead down to 6.
And the draw is going to be back to Hudson Owens.
Time of the goal, 43 seconds of the third quarter.
Drew Vercher and Jack Jester also by his side, which is an amazing lineup.
I was excited about that goal, but now thinking about it, I think it'll just delay the time until we see Pierce and Hedges out here on the field, so that is actually problematic. Hudson will
really
drop.
Aggressive draw, but
good job.
And it's going to be Hudson's. That was an amazing draw from him.
Love to see it.
To Chase Pajant. He's going to settle the ball, settle the offense, and give it off to Nate.
Tenzer with the ball here, looking to dodge on number 23, Gus Tierney.
Nate has 1 goal so far. I wonder if we're going to see more from him in this game.
Good stop there from Tenzer, not letting the ball get behind him.
Ooh.
And that is the end of the third quarter with the score. The Episcopal High School Maroon 13, the Potomac School Panthers 7.
And I bet you guys can hear that, but that is the end of the third quarter.
Yeah. Just like to give a shout out here to all of our sports media operators today. We had Margie Whitaker on the director job and during the first half. Now we're here with Jay Sigler, who is one of Julia and I's fellow announcers. And of course, big thanks to Julia here joining me in the broadcasting box. Huge shout out to Ryan Gallagher down there on camera 2. And then another one to Josie Rogers up there on camera 1. And I do believe we have Eliza Hicks on graphics.
We have an amazing group this year. I mean, everyone is super determined to get the right angles, the right information. Our research days, we really work hard, I have to say.
I mean, yesterday we were out here in the broadcasting booth watching the Maroon practice. There's no limit to what we'll do to give you the best quality broadcast. That's what we do here at EHS Live. have 2 more contests this week. We have another on Thursday and then one on Friday for Parents' Weekend. Big weekend here for Episcopal. No school on Friday as well, so we only have a 3-day week this week, which is exciting for sure.
You know, I don't remember the last time I was at an Episcopal home game and there wasn't a student section. And I feel like that should say a lot about our school. Everyone's always coming to support, even if you're not close to someone on the team or your friends are here, there's always someone that walks by.
Definitely. I mean, if we have free time, we show up to the games to support our fellow students. And I'd say that just speaks to the culture and collaboration we have here at Episcopal and the amount in which we want each other to win. Hudson will win the faceoff there, bringing it down. Pressure, though, from number 12, Luke Swigart. Drew Vircher there, bumbled the ball a little bit, but no fault to him. That was a low pass. He had to get down on the ground there. Looked like the Karate Kid. Long pass there, which will be intercepted by Drew Vircher. He'll pick it up there off the ground ball.
We noticed that last time. He almost lost the ball, got it back, and then scored right after.
You know, he doesn't stay down for long. Timeout there for the Maroon. Could have probably scored another goal there if they had let it run. Colton Maddox had an open shot wide open in the middle right in front of the goal. Definitely could have produced something beneficial there, but also the Maroon probably are operating with sportsmanship here as we're in the 4th quarter and we're leading by 6. So I'd say now it's more important just to maintain our lead and manage the clock than it is to focus on trying to run up the score, which is not something we do here at Episcopal out of sportsmanship and respect.
I completely agree with that statement. I hope that even if they're not making shots, they're working on passing it around, maybe going slow, but they're not losing their consistency. And they can just keep the score where it is.
Totally agree with you, Julia. I'd say a 6-point win is a victory greater than most. So, definitely.
What do you think Coach Conklin's saying to them right now?
I think he's saying, you know, don't quit, probably, and it's most important for them to keep the pedal on, keep their foot on the pedal.
I think he's going to make a comment about the passes. I think he's going to say, make smart passes.
I agree, because the last thing we need here for the Maroon is a lot of turnovers, because that will allow the Panthers to get right back into place and try to make a close game out of this. Yes. However, if we keep possession and let the clock run out, we can retain our lead. Shot there from Mason Maher.
He has had a very aggressive game. I mean, he has been beaten to the ground multiple times this game, but that is not going to stop him, and he's going to continue pushing in towards goal.
Episcopal High School goal scored.
Tough player.
3, Mason Mayer.
Love to see it there from Mason. He really is gritty. Similar build to Colton, and they definitely receive a lot of heat when they're down low in the middle, but that's nothing they can't handle, and that's why they're assigned that role. Is someone described them as a mini P.E.K.K.A., which, if you're not familiar, is a small armored troop in the game Clash Royale who cannot be stopped.
Small but mighty.
Correct.
It's going to be Episcopal's ball off the draw, and it is with Taj, our amazing defender. And Brody is back in. I wonder if we're going to see something from him right now. I want to see something from Jack Nuts. He has been in and out of the game, but I have a good feeling.
Owen here will take it down low to the X, see if he can produce a little dodge. He'll take 24. Pass it up.
Great look over to, I want to say that's Colton.
Even great pass, but even better catch there from Colton, going one-handed, stick all the way in the air. Owen Heskey wide open. See what he can do. Ooh.
Great fake.
That was excellent. I like to see that.
We've had multiple one-handed one-handed catches this game, I've actually noticed. But that
Definitely.
is going to be a shot on Gavin Lewis and a save by number 1.
But, you know, it speaks to having to make a good catch means that you received a bad pass. So I'd say it's definitely a good and a bad thing to have a lot of good catches in a game. Got some Potomac parents saying that is terrible. That was a quote.
Got a lot of parents here supporting.
Have Liam Brown exiting the goal here. We could we could see another.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That was a great 1v1 of Colton and Caden. However, Colton won that one.
21, Colton Maddox.
And that is going to be his second goal of the game.
Great job there from Colton. Going around the goalie.
Timeout Potomac.
1v1s don't scare him.
First timeout of the second half.
Or 2v1s or 3v1s. I don't think anything really scares him. He does not back down in the face of danger.
I really like that commentary, actually. It was really powerful.
Thank you, Julia. We've just been informed by our director / math man, Jay Sigler, that Gavin Lewis is shooting on a 20% make today. Definitely not the ideal percentage.
We have 9 minutes and 29 seconds left. I wonder if we can get that up, or what Episcopal is hoping to run this part of the game. I'm hoping to see a little bit more from Nate, something from Owen. You know, I'm hoping we can see Pierce and Hedges in there, but I feel like this is going to be a fun 9 minutes and 29 seconds.
You know, Julia, I agree. Though the way it's going right now, I don't know if Pierce and Hedges will get involved. Of course, I'm praying that they will. But they also have had a lot of action in the past few games, with Hedges having 2 goals in the last 3 games. So
I didn't know that. Actually, I saw one of his goals.
Yes, on Instagram.
Extremely hype for him.
It's excellent. He'll definitely be getting lots of...
Potomac's ball on the draw, won by number 7. Our guy, Logan Winters.
Definitely received a lot of mentions here today on the broadcast.
Let's see what Episcopal defense decides to do with this, if they are losing their momentum, or if they're going to keep it up despite the score of the game and despite their previous lack of staying consistent on defense. But I gotta say, and that's going to be a goal by number 21. That was an amazing goal.
That's Arez Ahmed, our guy, who we keep mentioning. Can't keep his name out of our mouths, and there's absolutely every reason for it. He keeps scoring.
I mean, you would think we knew him personally, but I feel like the way we're talking about him.
I mean, I agree, Julia. It feels like
I feel like I do know him personally, actually.
At this point, I think Julia and I are his best friends.
I think we're pretty close.
Definitely. I would like to meet his parents. I wonder if he has any pets.
Is that something you ask when you first meet someone? Is that like a big...
Yes. Do you have a pet? Well, I would say more so...
Is that telling of a person? Like, if someone says they have a cat, what do you get from that conversation?
No, you know, there are definitely things that reveals, but I'm not able to mention them on the broadcast.
Ooh.
Though, first of all, the main reason why I asked someone about their pets is so I can bring up my own. I have a 8-pound Yorkie named Kevin, and he is my best friend on earth.
And so that's why I'm going to say you should never judge a book by its cover, because I would never have guessed that, actually.
Yes. The only time I get mad at him is when he pees in my bathroom.
You know, I actually think more highly of you, knowing this.
Thank you. Thank you. I love taking care of him. I love taking him on walks. My mom is his caretaker while I'm away at school.
But, you know, I love your honesty of, I asked this so that they asked me. I mean, not many people can admit that.
But, you know, people are glad to hear it because they want nothing more than to hear about Kevin once I first bring him up. And then normally, you know, I show them several images.
Do that?
I have a photo album called Kevin in my phone dedicated to him. He is 4 years old this year. His birthday is December 4th. Everyone mark your calendar.
Was that named after Home Alone or?
That is Kevin from The Office.
Oh.
Yes.
And that's going to be another shot from Gavin and unsuccessful. Coach Conklin's getting a little bit impatient on the sidelines over here. It's 9 shots.
Yeah, definitely a time where we don't need to be shooting, and we just need to be focusing on passing the ball around, letting the shot clock run out. Paul in here strong in Alexandria. Suffering some eye allergies myself right now. Julia seems to be unaffected.
Actually. Well, I have a whole routine. I take some nasal spray and then some eye drops and then some Zyrtec, which I don't know if I should, but it's working. I'm feeling good. And that's going to be another shot on Potomac. The score is now 15-9.
Potomac goal scored by number 20.
That's a goal there from Jack Cristinzio.
And this is our second goal from him.
Time of the goal, 7 minutes.
Love to see it from him. That was impressive. Student section looks to be dwindling down here. I will say Julie and I were commenting Episcopal student sections, but once it's a blowout, people do tend to return to their rooms, I must say.
But it is a center day. I think if it was another day, that is also wouldn't, but we get to go to the center every Tuesday after options, and it's what you look forward to. So everyone's on their way there right now.
Can't argue with that, Julia. Great point.
But I'd rather be here. It's a good game. Love supporting our teammates.
I would rather be here too as well. Love being in the broadcast booth. Love watching some Episcopal boys lacrosse. Getting to see my friends play. And commentate.
Ooh, that was an amazing two-man against number 21. That's what they say, right? Two-man?
That is what they say. Excuse me for laughing.
Amazing. It was a turnover. It's now Episcopal's ball. Number 21 thought he could get through, and that was unsuccessful. So
Mason Maher with the ball up top. They'll look to pass it around, run the clock down. Shot clock sitting at 50 seconds right now with around 6 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter.
I don't think that was a purposeful pass from Gus, but it did also end up being a turnover. However, it's back to being Episcopal's ball.
Seems to be a change in starting offense here for the Maroon. We have Foster Fogelman, number 4, down low. The rest of the offense remaining in, but it seems Gavin Lewis has been taken out of the game in replacement for Foster Fogelman. Love to see Owen Heskey get a piece of the game here.
The offense is really passing it around, taking a minute. It's going to be a ISO on Gus. Over to Chase. And an amazing goal from Chase Bajant.
Great job there, just going straight over the head of the goalie.
And that is a perfect example of why it is best to just maintain composure, give yourself a minute, and play with the people around you, not for yourself. Because that was an amazing look from Gus and an amazing kind of calm offense. It was extremely satisfying.
Love your analysis there, Julia, and I couldn't agree more.
And that's going to be Chase's second goal of the game. I feel like he's had 3, but
we could have missed one. I agree, though. My heart tells me he's had 2.
Potomac's ball to that draw.
Carson here playing some one-on-one against Ahmed.
So far, when the ball's been on defense, we have gotten a goal against us. So let's see if this time is going to be a little bit different. Let's hope.
Good pattern recognition there from Julia. It's a shot there. Great save by
Amazing
Liam
save
Brown.
from Liam. I mean, he's back. Others call him Deucey. I mean, it's
Deucey
he's a
too.
multi-nickname type of guy.
Correct. Deucey too sweet. Some refer him.
He's not being too sweet this game. You know, he's really he's really attacking it.
No, but it depends on how you frame him. If you were to call him Willy Wonka and he was collecting chocolate bars, and the chocolate bars were the opponent's shots,
Did you just make that up?
he'd be very sweet. I just made that up right here on the spot as I spoke. I didn't even know where that was going to finish, and I just made that.
I can totally tell.
Oh,
actually.
okay, great. Julia built me up just to tear me down.
Balls with number 6. And another save from Deucey Too Sweet. And back to Steven. I mean, our guy. Woo!
Great spin move there.
He is
from
not going to
Steven.
let this defense tear him down. Despite having 3 men on him, he maintained that ball.
I agree, and a little bit of an errant pass there at the end, but due to no pressure from the Potomac players, that seemed to have just been a result, maybe a stick issue. He's played a lot this game, could be a little loose. Giving it to Landon Phelps down low, see what he can do with it. Drew Virch will take it away there. Oh, wow, that was
amazing
quite the
defense from
handling.
Drew Vircher, and he is back down the field. He's had an amazing game, and he's an amazing athlete. He can really do it all.
I mean, yeah, that was impressive. Ooh,
Oh.
Edward looking for a little bit of a bouncer there. That one won't go exactly. Would have loved to see that go in. I think I would have jumped up and down. Maybe would have accidentally broken some of the broadcast equipment. So that was probably for the best that it didn't go in due to my level of excitement that would have ensued.
I mean, you know when Carson's on a player that's a player that you got to watch out for. He's always on. I mean, he's successful with it. He's an amazing defender, and he's tough. Is Carson's a captain, right?
I do believe Carson is a captain, yes. There are 4 captains on the Episcopal Lacrosse team. I believe Nate Tenzer, Jack Jester, Carson, and Drew Vircher.
Great lineup. Good leaders. Definitely keep the energy up. I mean, it's who you want to be your captains on a team.
Totally agree. Major sports news here to report. Jay Cole was just waived from his Chinese basketball team after he just played only 1 game. So that is a major development in the CBA, the Chinese Basketball Association.
Thank you for that. That was informative.
You're welcome.
I appreciated that. So did Jay. He's nodding over there.
I mean, I know if I had been listening to the broadcast myself, I would have wanted to know about that. So just thought I'd share that with you all at home. Jay Cole, for those of you who aren't familiar, is a famous singer-songwriter. He recently promoted his album by driving through cities in a Honda Civic and picking up fans and listening to the album alongside them inside of the Honda Civic while he drove, which is quite a cool way to interact with your fans while also promoting your album.
I didn't know that at all. It's really smart.
Thank you.
I mean, artists are really going outside the And Episcopal has the ball. Let's see what the offense does. Gavin Lewis is back in, and let's see how he approaches these few moments. We have 46 seconds on the shot clock. Ball is with Gus. He's really directing the offense, as he does. I mean, great leader. He's going to give him an amendment. Gus.
Gus just waiting patiently there with the ball. To use the opponent's name against him, he looks like a patient panther.
Ball is with Gavin. What is he going to do? He's going to pass it to number 4.
Foster Filkman. Big legacy here at Episcopal for number 4, as well as number 22.
Ooh.
Nate Tenzer will miss that shot there and looked like a tumbleweed there towards the end.
That looked rough.
Definitely, but nothing he can't handle.
Nope.
Coming right off the field after that.
Shot clock violation, Episcopal High School.
1 minute and 45 seconds here left in the fourth quarter, where the score is Maroon 16, Panthers 9. I think a little bit of a definitely too large of a deficit to come back from at this point, but could at least have a moment, one last moment of glory for the Panthers. Not so fast.
Gus is not going to let that happen, actually.
Gus will not let that happen, and picked right off. Interception. Chase will look to score there.
That was an amazing save from number 1.
Great performance there by number 1, and you got to give him a shout. I mean, he's saved a lot of goals, but in general, he's just had a lot of shots on him, and there's not much you can do.
And a lot of them are kind of one-on-one. He's had a few one-on-one shots, and I don't know how you do it. I mean, being a goalie is like my biggest fear, so I got to give him props.
I agree, Julia. I mean, there's not much you can do in a situation where you're one-on-one with an attackman and your defense is nowhere to be found.
Especially when it's Chase Pajan. I mean, I feel like that's a hard one to come by.
Or Colton Maddox, with probably striking fear in the eyes of any goalie he sees. Grant going with the over the head. Then he'll do a little toe drag there. Giving it to Edward. Please, God, let Edward score right now. Though I bet they're probably not allowed to score right now, or else he would have taken it directly to the goal.
I mean, these leaf bugs are everywhere.
Edward will come off the field here. Allow Brody Hoff to come on. Just had a little sound blast come through the stadium there. I don't know what went on. Nothing to do with the sports media crew, though, of course. We've had an excellent broadcast today. Now the Episcopal injured roster is just down to 2 players, just Cole Hoff and Laird. Cole Hoff looks to come back soon. He was practicing yesterday. Don't know if I was supposed to reveal that. Maybe some inside intel. And that's the game, folks.
An amazing game from Episcopal High School and an amazing matchup.
Final score 16-9 here with the Maroon winning by 7. Love to see it. Great win for the Maroon as they will head into their next game on Thursday, where they will be facing off against St. Albans at 6:30 p.m. I believe that is a home game for the Maroon. Thank you everyone for watching. We hope to see you when the Maroon take on St. Albans. Hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday night. Make sure to tune in to EHS Live. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Julie and Brady signing off.